Hi, I'm Terry, and welcome to my weight loss journey.
Hi, welcome to the vegetable portion of my meal prep this week. I noticed that the cucumbers were kind of soft, so I went ahead and sliced them up with my food processor. And my plan is to pickle them so that way they stay fresher longer. So I'm going to not be able to tell you all the nutritional facts of this week. Well, I'll guesstimate, but I'm not going to be able to be precise. I'm just weighing this just to see, just to get an idea, because what I'm saying, I'm going to be adding some vinegar to it, and I'll be adding a little bit of onions to it, and so it's going to be a variety of things. So there's just no way I'm going to get this precise. Right now, I'm putting in about 100 grams. Let me move some of this stuff back, sorry. I'm going to put in about 100 grams of cucumbers into each one, just for consistency. You know, I like things to be as close to even as possible. I've pickled stuff before if you want to see how I did it in a big jars. I was doing it in jars, and I've done that before, and I enjoy that. But I've got a lot of these that I didn't use because I usually use them for my breakfast. So I've got this lot of these size containers, and these stack real well in the refrigerator. Maybe one more. So between the meat and this, what I did was I rinsed out all my dishes. They're sitting over here to the side because my dishwasher was running earlier. So now I've got to let the dishes in the dishwasher dry. So I'm trying to keep all that off screen so you don't see it. Now, the vinegars. This is 2 tablespoons. So I'm going to do 1 tablespoon of each of these. So some apple cider vinegar, rice wine vinegar. I'll dump that in. Then this is balsamic vinegar. Actually, I'll do more like a half a tablespoon of that one. And then some red wine vinegar. And then some white wine vinegar. I'll go and do a little more of that. And then I'll top it off with water. So that's just the measurements I'm using to get it in there. I'm sure it won't be exact, but I wanted to do this because, like I said, it was getting to, they were getting soft. So now I'm going to put some salt in here. And I'm just going to put a lid on it and let it chill, refrigerate, and then I'll eat on them this week. Oh, I lied. Look at me lying to you guys. Bigger than life. I want to put a little bit of onion in here, a little bit of red onion. About that much. Well, I know it's probably about 2 tablespoons, maybe. Unless it's a bit. This onion, what I do is when I buy red onion that's already chopped up, and then I lay it out flat in a little Ziploc bag, and I put it in my freezer and let it defrost. So now, because I'm going to be cooking up some zucchini in a minute, and I think I'm going to put a little bit of this pico de gallo in here. You know me, I got to gum and mix up stuff, and this too, I bought the pico de gallo from Walmart, and then put it in a Ziploc bag and laid the bag out flat and froze it. All right, now I'm going to finish the rest of them, and you'll see me eating these throughout the week. But like I said, this vinegar will help keep them pickled, and so they won't go bad. Because I was able to keep the ones that I used to make in a jar for 2 weeks. So there we go. That's going to be the phase 1 of my veggie stuff. So what I'm doing right now, I bought some radishes. You know, I watch people on YouTube all over the time, all different people, and I was watching somebody and she was talking about how she used radishes as a potato substitute. It was Keto Alley, or Alley McWowie. Anyway, so I'm like, I'll try it. I've never done anything with radishes, I don't think ever. So I'm slicing them up on my mandolin because my food processor is already broken down. So, taken apart. So I'm going to slice these up and I'll show you more. Okay, so I got them sliced up. We're going to do them a couple different ways. First way I'm going to do it is kind of like traditional fried potatoes. And so only we'll use radishes instead. So I got some bacon grease in there. And then I'm going to let that heat up and I'll get back to you. Okay, it's hot enough. We're going to put half of these radishes in here. Like I said, I'm going to do it just like Grandma used to do fried potatoes. I won't make a huge batch, just enough to test it out and see what we think. Let me rinse my hands off here. I called Mom to double check and she said, yeah, she used salt, pepper, bacon grease, onions, and potatoes. So we got what we got. Excuse me. Got all the right stuff. And now I'm going to let these fry down into crispy fried radish potatoes. And I'll come back as we get closer and I'll show you where we're at, how things are going. Sorry, I got the dishwasher going again. While those are finishing up, I wanted to try something like roasted. You know, people make roasted potatoes. I want to try roasted radishes. Now, this may be disgusting, but still want to try it. So I'm going to put some radishes on there, kind of spread them out a little bit. Put a little salt on there. And I've got that zucchini that I sliced up. I'm going to sprinkle a little of this in with it. So it'll be like potato and zucchini roasted. Maybe a little bit of onion on there. Alright. Now let me kind of shift it all around, mix it up a little bit, get that salt mixed onto everything. I'm going to let that bake for about 20-30 minutes and I'll let you know how long it takes. Let me rinse my hands here. Alright, I'm going to put that in and I'll let you know how long it takes. So this thing has been going forever and they're still kind of crunchy. So I'm going to boil the rest of them to help them get done faster. So when they get tender, then I'll pour them off and dry them out, and then I will pan fry some more. But anyway, these are just taking for stinking ever. All right, I'm gonna call these done. That's how they're looking. They're not all golden brown. I think, I don't know. Not really. I think that, I don't know. But that's where I'm stopping. I don't want them to get burned or whatever, so probably enough for one serving. I do not know. I'll measure them out in a minute. Let me just get them out and then I can try them. That's how they're looking. They smell good. I want to get a crispier one. It's like crispy on one side. I might have had too many in there. I don't know. It's the first time doing it. But it's going to taste good whether or not they get crispy. Hang on. Oh. Hey. That's good. You know how radishes have a bite to them? It's gone after I've cooked them. So, yeah, this is really good. I'm going to bring these to a boil back here. And when it's done, I'll pour them out and let them dry off. And I'm going to do this again with those. And in the meantime, I need to get to working on my zucchini. I'm going to saute up some zucchini. So I'll have this for the week. In with the zucchini, I'm going to put in the rest of the pico de gallo just to give it some extra flavor. And I'm going to save these onions. I'm going to save those for the rest of my radishes that are in there. So just the pico de gallo and the zucchini. So I'm going to saute this up. And yeah, I'll get this seasoned with some, hang on. I'm going to get, where did I put it? Where did I put it? Hang on, I lost it. Hang on. Here it is, here it is, here it is. I'm going to put some of this garlic herb and black pepper and sea salt on it, along with some salt. I need to move that away from the heat. And some ground white pepper. And yeah, I'm going to saute this up, and so some of this will have pico de gallo, and then the zucchini that's left will not have any pico de gallo. So anyway, so I'm sauteing this up, and then I'll get that together. And something to remember, you know, I do all this on the weekend, and then every evening when I get home, 5:30, go to the gym, whenever I get back from the gym, whatever I'm doing in the evening, when I get home, all I have to do is warm up my food. So I do all this prep work on the weekend, so now I'm golden for the rest of the week. You know, whether you got a family or if you don't have a family, whatever you have, you know, if you do this, then that's less time in the kitchen, less time away from your family, less time away from whoever you live with, whatever you're doing. It's just less time away from that all week long. So yeah, to spend 4 or 5 hours on a Saturday meal prepping and getting all my dishes washed afterwards, to me it's totally worth it. I stay on plan all week, and you know, I don't have to come home and think, man, what do I want to cook? I don't want to cook anything. Let me go through drive-through. I don't have to deal with that. Everything is in my refrigerator ready to go. So that's why I spend this time on the weekends doing this. It's what keeps me on point. So I've got 3 of the zucchini and pico de gallo servings. I'll put that together. I'll put the lids on them and put them in the fridge and freezer. I spread them out, some in the fridge, some in the freezer, and pull them out when I'm ready to eat them. And I'm now on the last round of zucchini. So I'm turned off the burner, and I just put a lid over. I pulled one out, and oh my gosh, it tastes so good. It already tastes like a red potato. I don't know, this might be some new fancy stuff that I'm in love with, but we're going to see. So like I said, I'll let those cool down, and after I finish sauteing the zucchini, I will move that in there with some onions. There's the roasted radishes. I think if I do it again, what I will do is slice them into quarters. It tastes good. Kind of tastes like roasted potatoes. Huh? But let's face it, I haven't had potatoes in 3 years. So if you had potatoes yesterday, you're going to be like, girl, you are weird. But it tastes good to me, so I'm going to break that into a serving. And yeah, if I were to do this again, I'd just do quarters. We're on the last leg. I have drained the water. I put them out on a paper towel. I remember when I was, I don't know, a lot younger, I would buy canned potatoes, sliced potatoes, and I would do this with them before I would fry them up. So I'm going to see if this helps any. But I'll fry these up in a skillet with the rest of the onions after these have finished drying up. And I'll update you then after it's done. All right, this is the doneness I want them at right there. So now this is the last Mohican. So I'll zero out my dealie. I'm thinking I'll probably get 2 servings out of it. I don't even know what a serving of these are. That's 130. So I'm gonna just see here. And 50. Well, 154. So let's see what we get here. Okay, 160. Yes, I am always this picky. I just don't show y'all this part, usually. All right. $160 and $160. Let me get lids. Do I have any lids? Oh, there's one. Oh, right back there, son. That's the wrong one. So, into the freezer these will go. And I will pull them out like I do my meat. So I've been doing that with all the vegetables. I put them in the freezer. And then whenever it's time for the, pulling them out for the week, I just pull out, I pulled out 4 days worth, and I've been grabbing a vegetable each time as well. So that's how I'm doing it. And we are done for the day, y'all. Haha, funny story. Remember that time I lied and said I was done? Well, yeah, I forgot. I bought an orange and a yellow pepper. So I'm putting it in my zucchini, or in my cucumber, pickled cucumber. Because pickled peppers are yum. Aha! Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. So, I'm going to add a little yellow to each. Sorry, some of them are off the screen for you. Scoochie. Now there's just 2 off the screen. Okay. Yeah, I was sitting there like, oh man. I opened up the refrigerator, putting stuff away, and I'm like, well, shoot a monkey. And I was like, well, let me just put them in these, because I was going to put this with the zucchini, but, best laid plans, and however that saying goes. So now y'all, now we are done meal prepping for the week. We are all ready. Now I'll wipe off my counter one more time. And the only thing I'll have to do is put these other dishes in the dishwasher that are back here. And then that's it. All week long I can come home, eat what I got, and I'm good to go. I'm golden. And I'm going to keep losing weight because I'm staying on track. Do your meal prep, y'all. Bye.